Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I am bringing you my March TBR. I say TBR loosely because frankly, I don't know if I'm actually going to read all the books that I have on this list today. I stuck very strictly to my TBR in February, and for some reason, trying to figure this out was like the most difficult thing that I've done all week. Like, I don't know why I can't figure out what I want to read next month. So we'll see how it goes. Before I jump into my TBR, I do want to mention one book that I did finish in January that I did not mention. I did end up finishing Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, the finale to the Grishaverse trilogy, so I won't talk about it obviously because it's the last book. I didn't expect to finish it so quickly because I was so disappointed in Siege and Storm. I didn't really have high hopes for Ruin and Rising, so it was a pleasant surprise to find myself actually enjoying that one. Now for the books that I plan to read in March. The first one, of course, is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. Continuing on with reading everything in the Grishaverse, this is the only part of the Grishaverse that I have not touched yet. I have not read King of Scars, and obviously I will be reading Rule of Wolves when it comes out, but I'm really excited to get to this because Nikolai is the only saving grace from the first trilogy. And so I'm really excited to get more of him. I believe we also get a lot from Zoya in this one, and possibly Nina. So I'm just excited to see how the characters come together in this. The next book that I want to read is The Only Good Indians. I wasn't planning on reading this so soon. However, I'm pretty sure that my hold on Libby is going to come through, and pretty much my experience with Libby has been, oh, you have a TBR, you've been doing a good job sticking to it, well fuck you and your TBR. Here are 5 books that weren't supposed to be available for another month. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm gonna read this because I'm pretty sure the hold will be available during the first week of March. So I'm just trying to get ahead of Libby here. The next 2 books that I mentioned, maybe I'll read them, maybe I won't. If you happen to remember seeing these on a previous TBR in say like December, no you don't, okay? The next book that I may or may not read is Persepolis. I've had this for a long time and it's not mine, and I feel like I need to return it, so I'm gonna try to get to this month. Also, because it's a graphic novel, I don't anticipate it being too hard to get through, so hopefully I'm right and I actually read it this time. The other book that I may or may not have mentioned previously is The Poppy War. Yeah, I know, how have I not read this yet? Look, I just haven't had time, okay? Things are happening, all right? But I do really want to get to this, especially since I have the complete trilogy now. Although I am annoyed that this book doesn't match the other 2 because I have those in hardcover, but we'll figure it out. I don't know if I want to keep this one because I do really like the color of it, but I also like the other covers, but Burning God isn't in paperback yet, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, hopefully I can read this month. We'll see. Don't hold me to it, okay? I'm not making any promises here. All right, we're gonna throw in a bonus here. I think I might also have a hold for this book on Libby coming through. And it is Picture Perfect by Jodi Picoult. If you don't know, I really love her work. I have almost all of her books and I have not read them. Some of them I've had for a very long time. So this I may or may not get to. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure that hold comes through around the same time as The Only Good Indians, so we'll see. I was also hoping to maybe pick a book from my Kindle TBR, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. This is like the worst TBR video ever, I know. I don't feel slumpy, but I do feel like I've been overdoing my reading this month. In February I did read more books than I usually do in a month, so I don't know what that was about. But again, it was like the same problem as always. Like a hold came through on Libby that wasn't supposed to be available for the next 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden Libby's like, hey, here you go, and I'm like, I did not want this right now, but thanks, I guess. But anyway, let me know what you're reading this month. Let me know if you were reading King of Scars this month, or if you've already read it and you enjoyed it. No spoilers, of course, but I'm really excited to read it because I love Nikolai and I just love the Grishaverse in general. All right, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.